it seems weird for me to be this type of excited, but I am. And why is that? Because we are now quarantined podcasting. Welcome, my beautiful queens, my lovely, incredible women that I adore so much. It's your girl, J. Marie, and I'm sitting here on the screen, not next to. It is a very weird feeling to say this, but I am welcome with a beautiful guest co-host, my producer of the show, as well as one of my friends that I love, Miss Amona Elizabeth, y'all.
Hello, hello. We're doing it impromptu from our homes today. Little different, but I am loving it. I'm super excited to see you
Me
one way
too.
or another.
Right. It's been a minute, girl. It's been a minute, but we back.
Yes.
We back. We back. Okay, so let me just tell you right now. I am excited because we are still able to shoot Girl Talk with J. Marie. I'm super happy about our musical guest is going to be chiming in soon. So we want to get to what we got to talk about so that when they come on board, they can be ready to chime in with us and we can vibe with them. Ooh, because she's bomb, just like you. And it's going to be really, really, really fun, even though we're doing this from home.
Oh,
Mona, coronavirus, it really got us working out of the house. It's a
roll
crazy
the world. Remember, we
situation.
were joking about this. Ha 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 ha. Not funny.
No, right.
Not
No,
funny.
I never lied. And while I'm laughing so hard, but no, it's a real situation because who would have thought that you really would have to not be like this the
Yeah, like
reading.
it's crazy. Thank goodness we can do it this way because I went out today grocery shopping and I had a mask on and it was great, except for masks are hot. Like your girl was struggling to breathe, and I'm thankful right now we can have this conversation mask free.
Right.
Um,
Cause
silver lining.
girl, I went to work out and I use my mask when I work out because over here, like everybody is taking it serious. We not playing around. Like you get on that
Yeah,
sidewalk that far away and you
not in
put
your
that mask
neighborhood. They're
on, and it's
bougie.
like, thankfully I don't got stinky breath, but it is still hot. And I think everybody's breath is hot. I mean, not hot
It's
like
breath. Like it's breath.
not
It's just
Royal
like
eyelash hot,
it's a
but
lot.
but it's hot because it's just right here. I'm like,
Girl,
oh, I
steaming up
love
my sunglasses today. Like,
when I'm on my regular glasses, it's like fogging them up. Okay, yep. So you get what I'm saying.
too much.
So let's just get into the first things, as you know what we like
Yes.
to do. We like to give glory to God. How was your Easter or Resurrection Sunday?
Resurrection Sunday was very, what I would say non-traditional, but it was very peaceful. It was quiet. I took a nice walk. I noticed a lot of my neighbors were out walking, which was really nice because I usually don't see that. And yeah, it was just for me, it was really symbolic of resurrecting mindset, right? Into this change that we're in. So, I mean, it was wonderful. It was different, but I enjoyed
Yeah.
myself.
And that's because mine. I was chilling, girl. I cut up half of a sweet potato, girl.
Mm.
That was my dinner. I
So,
still haven't went to the store. People was trying to show off their food. I said, y'all get on my nerves. I
yeah,
had a half a sweet potato and some eggs. I made me an omelet, girl. That was my Easter dinner. And I said,
omelets are
you know
lit.
what? At least my stomach is gonna be healthy. But I didn't have nothing, and it's okay. But you know what? I love how we had to do something we were not prepared to do. There's so many weird things. That's why today's topic is so funny and fun. Cause I get it's all serious. Duh. Y'all can watch
Yeah,
CNN for seriousness. Cause y'all
yeah.
ain't that type of stuff here. Girl Talk with J. Marie. Not today. I need to bring some lightweight fun to the situation. And let's talk about what's real. Let's talk about what's really happening. Cause we on this lockdown, Mona Love. The first thing what I want to do though, and it is more of a serious tone for those of you who've watched Girl Talk with J. Marie, it is get into our word. We have our segment called Prayer on the Spot. And with Prayer on the Spot, y'all, let me explain something. It ain't no game. We need our words so that we can survive. We need our words so that we can be mentally and spiritually healthy. I love how everybody got their bodies looking right, but it's most important that your spirit is right. And what I've learned in the middle of this, you know how grandmas always used to be like, "Oh, the world's coming to an end." I'm gonna tell you right now. this just might be the time. I ain't really seen so many things happening at the same time that are being fulfilled in the Bible as I have today. I don't think anybody has. And I won't get to preachy, but Mona Love, let me tell you. So this is our word. And my word is going to be encouraging. I want y'all to follow Prayer on the Spot so you can get daily prayers and get your spirit fed, because that is my prayer ministry. However, this particular scripture, I wanted to save this to another day in the show, but it makes sense for now. I want y'all to know this like you ain't never known nothing else. That was a whole bunch of double negatives, triple, quadruple negatives. Okay? My favorite scripture, and my friend made masks, girl, she make masks. Shout out to Tough Jamila Trammell, because she made me a mask, and it says Romans 8:28, which is our scripture for today, y'all. Romans 8:28. I know this by heart, but I want to read it because I got my card and I want y'all to see my card. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for good to those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. Let me say it one more time. Let me do my little rewind.
Okay.
All things. He didn't say some of the things. He didn't say the things that you like. He didn't say the things that make you feel good. Say it one more time, Mona. Exactly. All things work together for the good of those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. I'm not trying to put y'all in I'm not no hand Bible thumping person. That's not how I roll. I really try to walk out the best I can, and prayerfully you see something that gets you connected. Because see, that's I got saved. It wasn't because somebody hit me.
He's not lying now.
But when I tell you that the scripture is my life, you go through enough hard stuff, you'll have to figure out what you got to pull onto so that you can have hope. And this is a hopeful, powerful scripture. When you learn to love God, this will keep you. Right now, I'm telling y'all, it might not feel good, but all of this is going to work together for good of God. And because you are called to the purposes that he has you on earth. If you want to be purposeful, because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. This ain't for you.
It's not.
Who want to just take up air, who want to make a difference in the world, he going to show you how this makes sense. Mona?
I agree wholeheartedly. It's really just understanding that we all should have, in my opinion, just that forward drive, that forward motion, especially in times like this, because now we've all been forced to stop. There are no distractions. We can't go to the movies. We can't go to work. We can't really go shop. You literally can't go anywhere. I was like, what happens if I need new socks? Like, you can't buy socks. So first off, those were fresh. My socks are real basic.
I'm doing it from home. I get to have some cool little comfy socks on. I never
wear order some. But my whole point is just like, I think it's great. I've been enjoying the quarantine, and people think I'm crazy, but I've gotten some recipes down, girl. I got my cast iron skillet seasoned and have been cooking. The house is clean. I've been taking care of my hair. I don't file these nails. Like, I'm flossing with extra care. And I think it's really important to just understand that sometimes finding the God in you can be so simple as putting all those distractions down and like being in the moment and being like, okay, this is where I am right now today, and these are the things I can do today. And right now, all we can really do is like take care of ourselves, love on our family members, and like grow vegetables.
That part. You better become a farmer up in this.
Look, I got my tomato plants popping right now. I'm about to grow some peppers because I literally have nothing else to do, and then just keep working on myself.
That's it. And that's a good point. That's a good point for us to turn into what we about to talk about. Because reality is quarantine relationships is the topic today, y'all. And it's good because I get a kick out of it. Now, Mona, go ahead and cover up your face, girl. I am recently single. Now, I don't know how to say that because I will. Okay, I just gotta be real careful right now. So let's just skip past the fact that I don't have to stay in the house with nobody. Woo, let's just do that. Okay, moving along. Nobody's business. That's for other conversations for another day.
That's a new episode. We'll get there.
And I'm free. Let's just say it like that. And I do know that, like, a lot of my friends, this is one of the biggest conversations that I love in the midst of craziness. And what I think that all things come together for good. So many people have now been forced, and I'm going to use the word forced because you wouldn't have done it had you not had to. So many people have been forced to be
in these situationships
with their choice. Now, I have multiple choices, and God is redeeming me right now. Just let that happen, okay? So my multiple choices, I now had the opportunity to say no, mas, but then I didn't live with my choice. I wasn't married to my choice. I can get away from my choice forever or a little bit or whatever. Y'all, I mean, I ain't putting your business out there yet, but and then I know, like, I have family that might be married. I have friends that are married. You are now on 24-hour lockdown with your choice. I got several questions and comments, but one,
I got answers, girl. I got them.
As a woman who was with someone who was in a committed relationship that you are, what does it feel like when you can't really go nowhere and neither can they?
So,
yes,
perfect timing. Literally slid in.
Hi, Soulfia. Well, here y'all go. So first, let me welcome to the show. We'll be right back to that, Mona. Welcome to the show, our musical guest artist, my beautiful friend / sister / my Soulfia is here with us today, and she is she doesn't even know she just jumped in right on time.
Literally. Hey, hi.
Say hi to my people.
I love your space. It is beautiful. These baby pictures, like I gotta.
Soulfia, yes, say hi to the girls.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. First of all, I'm a huge fan of this show, and I'm just honored to be on it. I've caught every episode, so I'm up to date. So I'm just excited that we're the first virtual episode.
Yes.
That was what I was going to say next. This is our first virtual episode. Come through, God, because he knows I was like, Lord, how is this going to happen? And she's our first musical artist to do this from her home.
Yes.
Mona be on because she's our producer, so she know I'm crazy and she know I'm high stressed when it comes to shooting the show, making sure it's as perfect as possible. So she had to be our guest co-host, and now my girls are here. I got my girls that are listening, and it's about to be fun. So I'm excited. Came in right on time, girl. So it's time to just chiming in. You could be a part of the girl talk right now. And
so you got to throw that question for her again.
Right. It's a good question because she'll get into her life, of course, when we talk to her more. But the question was, Soulfia, that I was asking Mona. We're talking about quarantine relationships today. So it's a whole situation when people have to be in the house without a choice with their choice. And so I was sharing how I'm free. So I don't have to deal with that part right now. Okay? But I do have my sisters that I love and that I look up to, like y'all. And I'm curious to know, what has it been like? So I'm going to let Mona finish what she was saying. And then I would love to hear from you as a married woman. What is it like in your house with your choice? And then I want you to tell me how y'all dealing with it.
So it's been, well, first and foremost, just some background. I'm in a committed relationship. Me and my partner have been together over 5 years now. So we're pretty well oiled. Like, it's pretty smooth, but like quarantine changed because I was working 40 to 60 hours a week. He was working while I was working. So the amount of interaction time was just less. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Like, it's been fine. There's been no blow ups. We're really used to like kind of being in these weird, I'm the extroverted one, but we're both kind of like introverted in a sense that we're easy to hole up with each other. But I'm just lucky in that, right? Because I found a mate that like, we're best friends. Like, we're legit best friends. So like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like on the relationship side of relationships, because we're kind of far in now, like bonnet weeks, sweatpants weeks. I might have went the first quarantine at least 4 days without a shower. I know, y'all. I know. I didn't know what to do in my life. I was just like, and it's cool. It's cool because we're there. So for me, it's been fine.
Right.
But there are moments where I'm just like, you just gonna breathe like you breathing right now? And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a walk. Let me get it together.
That was my question. Like, what have you found yourself doing that's different so that you can cope with that?
Walking, girl. I be walking. I found out down my street there's this really cute dog. He's huge, and me and him are like friends now. I have to go meet the neighbors. I don't know the neighbors, but the dog,
want to be
they gotta go. Girl, I done met animals.
Works, okay?
Seriously, so like that's me.
I'm like, you ain't never spoke to me. I be sitting on my balcony now. All of a sudden they say,
oh no, all of my neighbors will be with our mask. Hi. Like we're so excited to see people who are all thirsty. Yeah. But that's been my escape. I'm a Cancer Gemini, so like I'm a mess. And so when things get saucy for me, either I'm gonna blow up or I'm gonna walk away. So the adult in me says, get yourself, have a walk. Go. So I'd be like, okay, I love you, bye, I gotta take this walk.
But at least you say I love you before you leave. So ladies, girls, you heard what Mona's doing. Whether you're married or in a committed relationship, if you want to keep this thing going, I think what you do is excellent because it takes some time of just separating, and they might breathe and it might make you want to stop the plug. But you gotta remember that you have to deal with them when this is all over with, and you want it to still be healthy. And so I respect making the grown-up decisions, and I really think it helps. People are finding out that their mate is their best friend in the middle of that.
Or not.
Or
they're finding out that they're not their best friend.
Right, and that's the other part of that. We come to that. I want to hear yours, Soulfia, and we will be right back to type on that. Because yes.
I guess for the last 3 weeks, I've been telling all my single friends, be grateful. No, I'm just messing with you. I am 8 years in September. I'll be 8 years married. And I will honestly say, for the first couple years of my marriage, my husband was playing in the NFL, so I never saw him. And I was touring the world. I was in the country 6 months at a time. We never saw each other. And then when he had the baby, everything changed. And J. Marie, you already know.
Yes, I do.
I met her when I was like, I'm scared, I'm pregnant. And it was so much uncertainty.
We'll share that.
I was in that unknown moment, and now he's 2.5. And I can honestly say that this quarantine time has really shown me why.
Yeah.
Because I'm out here grinding, making music and pursuing my goals and doing my thing in real estate and all the things I'm passionate about doing. But why? And with the quarantine, I realized that my family is my why.
That's right.
What are you doing it for if you don't have a why? So I'm so grateful that I get a chance to actually be home because we pass each other. We see, we have a date night every couple weeks. But this quarantine time has really shown me why I'm doing everything I'm doing.
That's right. Yeah. That's a great point because what I feel like Mona talked about it earlier. When the scripture for today was Romans 8:28. Like God causes all things to work together for good of those who love him and who are called according to his purpose. Right. And I believe that although this feels very uncomfortable for a lot of people, what you just said, like the reestablishing of relationships, not only, but primarily families, because not intentionally, but like you said, married for 8 years, people have just been ripping and running and ripping and running. You have, even when you like your mate, you haven't got a chance to enjoy it.
Yeah.
The grind doesn't stop. And I've been saying this, like, we got to be grateful that we have this time because the second the world opens back up, times two. Something. So it's about to go back to crazy again. So I mean, being a mom at the house, both of you actually, being mothers as well as significant others as well. So are you guys cleaning more? Did you clean up one good time? Like what happens now?
I'm one of those people. I'm scatterbrained. So my cleaning, I feel bad for them. I'll be like, I'm gonna make the bed. Bed's made. I'm gonna wash those mirrors. While I'm washing the mirrors, I'd be like, ooh, the laundry. Okay, did the laundry. Then I'm gonna forget about the laundry. It's been down there. It's done. I done washed the dishes. So like, I'm that person that if you're drinking or eating casually, I'm gonna casually wash your dishes. I might take your leftovers. If it's not a substantial amount of food, I might have took it away. You'd be like, where was the rest of mine? I'd be like, ooh.
Right.
So now that I've done that, it's gotten to a point like there's nothing left to clean. And now what I've been having to like intentionally find that time. So now it's just like, okay, self-care, hair care. Like it's recentering your thoughts,
Right.
because everyone's so used to work, you know, or like preparing for something. Like we're always on the go. And now I'm like,
something and you ain't got nowhere to go.
yeah. So I'm making my candles again, elaborate hairstyles for Mariah, because I haven't started that yet. That's my plan. Just to be clear, like, don't give me credit. I haven't.
That's a good way to spend some QT with your babies too, because it's like,
yes,
I heard this with my mom about my brothers, because he has his daughters and everything, and I'm like, honestly, when they get older, y'all, they're not even gonna want to come back home. Y'all gotta remember that once you turn, it's hard for them to want to come back and be that baby.
right.
So as a parent, even Sophia, like,
Suck it up.
Still in that little stage. Like, what are you guys enjoying as a whole family now?
Honestly, this homeschool thing, I feel like I'm working triple time.
Yeah.
Homeschool. I done cleaned the kitchen 8 times, swapped the food 10 times. It's nothing else to do besides spend that quality time.
But doesn't it feel good? You're like super momming.
Honestly,
times 2.
The first week it was like, oh, this is amazing, I can do. And now we about 3-4 weeks in, and we got another month to go. And I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, when is school? And I know I'm not the only mom that feels that way. But
you are not.
Always honest and 100. It's overwhelming.
Yes.
But it's so worth it. And
yes.
I even like today I was thinking like, dang, should I even send him back to school right away, because he goes to a Montessori and it's clean, but at the same time you just don't know what other germs other parents have, other children have. So I was like, I might just keep him home. I might just buy the program. You think about everything when you become a parent, you know, and this whole quarantine thing has totally opened up my eyes to just understanding the value in my time with him.
Yeah.
You know, investing that time in him.
That's right. Maximizing it, like doing everything. So this is my next question then. So are you guys, and this is a really fun question for people, ladies, girls who are listening, please let me know on your end what's happening with y'all. But I'm asking my guests right now, do you find yourself high maintenance when it comes to keeping up with yourself? And has it been a problem, whether you are or are not, to keep up with your looks for your boo? How is that working in your household?
Y'all see these nails? Girl,
yeah.
I am so gangsta. I went and got the acrylic from my mom's house and just did my own thing.
Yes. So for me, it hasn't been crazy. So my nails are busted. We're not going to look at those. But I can't paint my nails anyway. So that's neither here nor there. I'm one of those like all or nothing. So some days, like today, I combed my hair and you know, I did a little
that natural beauty.
But
they come through, because that's all that's gonna happen over here. I ain't messing up, y'all.
But normally, like, it's a hit or miss, because like all last week, like I had to go. You ever look at yourself in the bathroom mirror and then it's like that time you really saw yourself and you were like, how did I get here? Like I had to get it together. You got the tweezers, the razor. Let me get the mask. I was like, ooh, I need a scrub.
Yes, indeed. And I've been masking and just all of that, getting all of that in. I'm like,
J. Marie, your skin don't need not a darn thing.
No, it doesn't.
You don't need nothing.
Right. You gotta know, this is for my girls, because I know there's so many people who are freaking out that they can't go get their nails done, their eyebrows, because my eyebrows are eyebrows. You know, I'm like, well, Nancy, my girl's name is Nancy. Nancy gonna have a heyday. She gonna create a whole new face when she gets waxed eyebrows. So at this point, that's just what it is. But the good thing is that I don't have to worry about, does he think I look cute right now? That's a blessing, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Because I probably would have that in my mind. And so now I can be like,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
just realized.
You ain't got to shower if you don't want to.
yeah.
You ain't got, girl, you ain't got to give it up if you don't want to.
It's necessary for me to stay sane. I'm in there thinking of stuff and singing. For one thing, no clothes on though after that. So that's a whole nother
But
situation.
you know what, Jay Marie?
Yeah.
I always tell my friends, it's a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job being in any relationship because it's
Yeah.
such a huge sacrifice and it takes work.
Mhm.
You know, like sometimes I be like, man, I don't even feel like taking a shower. I don't even feel like getting it in right now. I'm just so
Yeah.
stressed.
You know I'm coming to that question now. I gotta
Right.
ask that too. Not to be gross. These are grown women and this is a grown woman show.
It
Did
is.
you see an increase, a decrease? Like how does this sex thing happen now? Is it
Oh.
does it get I don't you don't have to give me all your business, but just in general, because I don't want y'all to get in trouble. But like, how does it work now? Because I wonder, like, would you get tired? Do you want to not wear yourself out? Like, what's happening in that area?
All I'm gonna say is I'm living my best life.
Hey!
Hey.
Facts.
Cut the cameras. Cut the camera. Nah.
Right.
There's time and opportunity. I'm here for it. For me, it's been thumbs up.
No, that's good though, because
I know.
I just wonder, because after a while it's like, okay, so do you just get creative? I would think you just get creative.
When we first got together, it was like 4 or 5 times a day.
Dang.
Now it's like maybe
Oh my Lord.
times a week because we couldn't keep up with that. So yeah, I mean, when you have a kid and you together for a long time, you gotta get, you know.
Oh yeah, you
gotta
gonna get creative.
quickies,
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta
it gets
get your own
creative.
You gonna get creative.
Yeah, you get it. Fast and quick ones, long ones.
That's what I appreciate, and I think because I know both of your I was gonna say husbands. Speaking of
Almost.
but I know both of y'all, no pressures, but I know both of y'all booze. So I know that like y'all are tight, like y'all both are close. It's a friendship.
Yeah.
I want you guys to just speak to single people right now, like an encouraging thing, because I'm not this single person. Let me be very clear. But there are a lot of people that I've seen post things like, oh, well, at least y'all got y'all. You know, people are low key feeling some type of way that they got to quarantine alone. And I wonder, and I submit this for your consideration. I'm not saying it's every single person, but to me, I think sometimes those people that are feeling that type of way, they should be the main people that are quarantining, because this is a good time for
I
you
have no tea to
to
sip.
up in here, be together, and find that self-love moment. Find that moment where you
just said.
feel like whoever get me better know. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should reevaluate how they're looking at this, because it should be a time where you get to know you, and that way when it's time for your quarantine, man, heaven forbid this happens again, you are ready.
I agree. I always go back to like right now we can't do anything about the circumstances we're in, okay? And so whenever I'm faced with any situation, especially when it comes to, let's say, what I feel I need in my interpersonal relationships, right? Whether that be friendship, relationship, uh extracurricular partner, like whatever it is, I think look, it's important to really sit back and understand there are key things that you are probably missing out of whatever relationships that you have that shouldn't necessarily be missing if the relationship is solid. So for instance, if you are feeling lonely, you need to maybe consider reinvesting yourself in some of your friendships, because it's not going to be a healthy time to build a relationship, because you can't get to know nobody for real. Now, if you're, let's say you're dating and it's a new thing and you like them and y'all done had your dates and everyone has their intentions, at that point, if you're feeling, well, inadequate, right, or feeling a whatever that void is, there's that time where you should understand, because this is something people in healthy relationships, in my opinion only, will understand, is that distance like really If your relationship is solid, it's not going to affect you like you think it is.
Say
It
that
just
one more
isn't.
time for the people in the back. Say
Yeah,
that
like
one more time for my
real relationships, for real, like y'all
Yeah.
forget our parents were in the 50s and 60s. People were going to war and really didn't cheat and came home and still loved each other.
still there.
Right. And this was with letters.
Good chicks that didn't leave
Right.
their dudes
Letters.
to jail.
So
Okay.
I always say to people, like, if you feel this way, you really need to stop and say, what am I missing? What am I missing? Because you have no control over Jack, Joe, Marissa, Ashley, Mary. These are people. You need to figure out what you're missing, because if you can identify what it is you actually want, I want a talking partner, I want someone to be affectionate with, whatever it is, you can identify those things.
Another day.
Yeah, find your love language, and then
on episodes. But yes, love language is a real thing.
and then you can manifest what you want at that point. Then you can say, okay, you know what? I really like so and so who I'm talking to, and let's Skype and let's text. And now you can write letters, and like people kind of rat on social media and text, but you can make it cute. Like, you can be creative with it. It is a way to let someone know you were thinking of them. So like, there are so many things I think people, quarantine has me. Nah, quarantine ain't got you. That less than what you need relationship got you. That less than what you need man or woman, that's what has you feeling that way. So you need to back it up, think about what you want, and then make sure the people that you are leaning towards are going to be able to provide what you want.
Yeah.
Because if they can't do that, you playing yourself.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And it's awesome what you just said. To thy own self be true. A lot of this time we need to spend in seeking what our purpose is and getting closer to him, because really at the end of the day, I feel like he's talking to all of us.
Amen.
So Jay-Z and Beyonce are in the same situation as the three of us on this call right now, and all the viewers
That
are
part.
right now. So it doesn't matter how much money you have, you still have to follow God's plan. Follow the laws of the land. And with that time, I say, take it in a positive way. Write down your goals. Write down what you want in a man. Write down what you want for yourself, and start seeing these things and meditating on these things, working on these things, because to whom much is given, much more is required.
That's it.
I'm telling you, more money, more problems, more assets, more responsibilities. And it's like, you have to be ready. So take this time to get ready. So when the time comes, you're already there.
Yep. Because your relationship will not hold that storm if you are not ready. Y'all will start in, everything will be great.
The relationship comes. A lot of people say, oh, I'm looking for a man. Oh, I'm sad. I need this. Focus on yourself.
Yeah. And you just said, Soulfia, you can speak to this even, because I love that you brought that up about speaking to thy own self be true. Not only are you like a musician, you are a musical artist, which we'll get into your music very soon. You have your own company. Like you said, you work in real estate. Like, share just a little bit about what you're doing, what you were doing before you got shut down. How are you managing those businesses and those things in a model, like everything? How is everything working for you in the middle of this breakdown? Well, shut down.
You know what, honestly, since we're on topic of relationships and career, we're bringing them all together. You have to have your personal identity, which is your goals and your career aspirations, and that entity that you do with your mate. And then they have to have their own thing. So there's 3 itemized objectives in a healthy relationship. So I make sure that the thing that we have together is our real estate investment. So we have a couple real estate investments going on now and a couple properties, and all of our tenants haven't been able to pay. So we have to sit back and have that meeting and say, okay, if this continues on, how are we going to get through this phase? How are we going to accommodate? Because we have to accommodate people. Everybody's not working right now.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to.
People are gonna get mad if I don't ask these questions, so I have to ask, because it's good to hear that, because I'm curious to know what, if you can speak to it, because this is business, but like, what do you use as what are you using to determine how you're going to proceed, knowing that people aren't able to pay? What do you guys?
Everybody's situation and circumstance is different. Right? Like, 2 of my tenants are nurses. They're fine. They're able to pay. One works for Social Security, the government. She's able to pay. But we have an elderly woman who's raising her grandkids whose income isn't as stable. So she's not able to pay. So I say you have to know each tenant, and you have to say, okay, how can we help you? You know? And another thing that I think is so important, because I have my own businesses, my own entity, my own career, my own goals, and so does he. But when we come together, we have weekly meetings. We call it a family meeting. So whether it's Sunday or Wednesday, we actually sit down and we talk about this, and this. We go over finance, we go over everything, because you'll just keep passing each other. I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing. And when a time like this happened, we wouldn't be prepared had we not continued to have our family meetings. So I advise you, even if you're dating somebody and you plan to continue to meet with them, if you want to build something together, family meeting once a week. Whether that's over dinner, and you talk about nothing but your businesses and your entities and how you're going to move forward, just in case quarantine or COVID-19 takes place, you know what you do. So everybody's situation, circumstance is different. I'm really grateful that I'm able to work with him in that aspect and be a blessing to others, because, you know, God forbid the real estate market crashes and everybody who thinks that they're on top of the world. You know, so I feel like if you have the opportunity to give, you need to give. You need to, you know, open up doors for others, because you could as well be in that space yourself.
I'm going to say what she just said one more time, and then we're going to come back and talk about music. Listen, if you have the opportunity to give, and she said this before I could say it, I was going to end this to share this with y'all, but I'm going to tell you right now, because it's a lot of people that's like, well, y'all lucky, y'all still working. I'm not saying nothing to nobody that is not working, that they don't do this, but what I'm going to tell you about Jennifer Marie, J. Marie is still working. Because I sow my seeds. I don't play like that with God. I know every good and perfect gift comes from him. I know that he's given me the ability to produce wealth, and I give according to the measure that I want to be given unto. I don't play that game. So what she just said is imperative, and I bring it up because yes, some people are in lack right now because they are not regularly. They don't have the money that they used to have. But you gotta go look up what that woman that didn't have no money that did in the Bible, when she still gave her money, and how God seen her little bit of quarter that she gave as more money than the richest person trying to give something. Y'all gotta understand, whatever little that you have, and it might not even be finances, you might be flat broke.
Give your time.
If you can give a word of encouragement, if you can give your time, if you can give your skills, you better sow your seed, because you reap what you sow. If you ain't putting nothing in there, ain't nothing coming out for you. That's it. It's a principle, whether you believe in God or the universe. It's all gonna come back. So I'm trying to help you, because it is not lucky that I ain't lucky. I know who I serve, and I have an expectation for him never to let me lack at all. When I decided to give, that's what he does. He takes care of home, and that is going to be that. So we'll leave that alone. No more preaching this episode, but please find somewhere to sow, whatever it is. Read a book, kid, entertain. I don't know what you got, but you do. So find a way to give.
And if you guys got nothing off this call, give, guys. Live to give and serve, because that's what Christ did. And ever since I've known J. Marie, all she's wanted to do was give and serve her gifts. I mean, I hate to come on the show and just, this woman is amazing. And I met her at the craziest time in my life, where I was like, and let me tell you ladies something, don't worry. I got pregnant. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. My career, my life, everything's over.
Make me cry. This is awesome.
J. was the first person I told, and I didn't tell my own family.
I remember.
And I was coming to her, and I was just like, I'm scared to tell them I'm pregnant, and I had to give it to God. J. Marie prophesied and ministered to me. I will never forget this day.
I won't forget it. We were sitting in the little bitty hallway after rehearsal. Let me tell y'all how bomb she is, though. And I promise, because I'm trying not to talk all day. This is how bomb Soulfia is. So we were musical with her. Oh my God, the musical was really cool. It was really awesome, because it was a lot of work. Oh my God, I was so skinny because we were dancing nonstop. We were singing, and I don't really sing.
And I was
pregnant. This whole situation. This one, she was such a savage. I'm a savage. When I tell you that she was the epitome of it, she was still coming to rehearsals. It was just like, I don't know, maybe Beyonce, that's what she does whenever she had her kids. But it was like Soulfia, like she said, she was nervous about it. But when she knew, but you couldn't tell because she got like a 19 pack anyway. So she was like, we was all trying to find her child. Like, where is your baby at? But she had like a 6-pack still, but she was pregnant. And she was like, oh my God, I'm nervous. But this chick was still at practice. She was still working. I remember you was even just like working out and it was just like, but she did everything and bounced back after she had that baby.
Go girl, do you, boo?
Like nothing. We had so much fun, but it was so crazy how much we were working on that project. And you came in and listen, I was tired without a baby in my stomach. I'm like, shit, I don't know how you doing this. But it was a beautiful thing to see the fruition of your family at this point and everything you've done since then. So let's get into music. Because gosh, Shalon, I'm looking at how long we've been talking. Jesus. Okay. So let's get into music. I had a taste of the songs that Soulfia is working on. I need you to tell us. So what's your new project? Are you coming out with something? And we getting samples, okay? We getting samples.
Yes. I'm actually finishing a project with T-Fly. He's a Grammy Award winning producer / songwriter. I'm a soul singer, so getting in the studio with him is interesting because he uses the auto-tune and he likes the modern day stuff. So it's challenging for me, but it's also very fun to be able to change with the times, musically. My grandfather is Solomon Burke, so I grew up in like soul music and R&B. And I sung with Shaka Khan, Aretha Franklin, all the legends and stuff. So just going into like modern day music to me, it's challenging. It's fun. It's different. And I'm excited for the new music that's coming out soon. We don't have to yet.
Okay, so those projects that you sent me ain't the project that you sent me.
So Ain't Enough?
Yes, Ain't Enough.
Ain't Enough is actually an R&B song by a Grammy Award winning producer named DeVee. He works a lot with JoJo. He's really he's dope.
Nice.
He's dope. So that was real classic R&B kind of chill. To the ladies, I sent it because it's like Girl Talk was the name of the show.
Right. How can they listen to it? Like, I want my girls, because let me tell y'all something.
Look, I'm trying to write it down.
Awesome.
Song did something to me.
So my name is Soulfia. It's Soulfia. So you can search all platforms. It's just stream it. It's Soulfia, Soulfia. The new music isn't out yet, but it will be on Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
Nice.
With the quarantine going on, it's kind of hard for us to kind of connect. I have my home studio right here, but it's kind of hard to connect with the quarantine. So we're hoping to get back in the lab and finish up everything really, really soon. But all my stuff is out. It's Soulfia, Soulfia. You guys can check that out. And thank you so much, Jay Marie, for having me on here.
Man, I'm so happy you here. Tell us how you put your name, Soulfia. Give us the background real quick, because I just want you to share Soulfia, because when you see her name spelled, you'll be like, oh, give us the background to that.
Soulfia.
Okay, so my dad had a crush on Sophia Loren. She's really beautiful. So he named me Soulfia. I'm Dominican, Indian, and Black. And so it's spelled Sophia, the American way. And then when I got my first record deal with Def Jam, I was 19 years old. I changed my name to Soulfia because I was signed as a soul artist. So it's Soulfia, like soul.
Yes.
It's not creative.
Yeah, it's a bomb name. I'm excited because I need some more soul in my life.
And I'm just like,
Yes.
now with the whole social media, you can actually like put your own music out. You can own your own music. So this show is really awesome and powerful because you guys have great artists come on here and promote it. So thank you, Jay Marie, for that. I'm so excited.
And it's just the beginning, y'all. It's just the beginning. Y'all see, I got my Girl Talk, and this would have been in the studio, as you know, a different way. So I put it on the TV as a prophecy.
Okay, look.
Really
Make it happen, Captain.
Come on with it.
If I gotta shoot at my home studio, then on home it's gonna be on the big screen. I think it's so funny. I probably could have just put this up. Okay, I just thought about it.
We're gonna talk about all that later. That's after. That's after.
You see what bootleg stuff I came up with. She could come up with something a little bit different. But Soulfia, so okay, I got a question. I got two questions. Now, there's so much. You're gonna come back when we get to the studio too, because I need my space with you. Right now, We'll put this in because I knew I could trust you to come through in the clutch for the first episode. And I need you in the studio space though with us.
Yes.
Okay. But today is a special, special day. So I'm just beyond grateful that you made yourself available, that you took a pause and were working with Mona and I as we are working to keep our show rolling. And as we know, the goal that we have is to ultimately be on a real screen and get you on a real stage, boo. Because I'm just always in awe of your skill sets. So with that being said, because y'all don't even know we got.
I'm like,
it's we've been talking for 40 minutes.
I know, but I need just like I need some notes. Like, I'm thirsty right now.
It is so real. There's so much to talk about, Mona. We'll get into this, but I want you to sing for us before we get out of here. 2 questions. One, can you sing one of your songs that you're working on? I want them to hear that. But then because of the moment that we're in, I have a personal request. Now, I didn't even ask her this, y'all. So if she can't do it, then we're going to ask her to do her own song. But Mona, you know, I stay asking like, okay, you sing something. But I want Soulfia particularly to sing this. And I know she can bless us with it. So I'm going to ask her to sing her music. But before we close the show out, I would love to see if you could just give me a couple notes of one of my favorite songs. And it's Ooh Child. So, you know, things are going to get easier. And I just wish I could sing it because I would sing that for people right now.
That tone.
Ooh, child. It's such a powerful. So even if it's just the beginning of it, I just want to hear the words coming from somebody that can sing. But right now, please bless us with your music. Tell us what it is and sing from whatever library, whatever catalog you want to use. I would love to just let us be blessed with your voice.
You're so amazing. You know what? Because of all we've discussed today, we should just keep the Tyler Perry challenge going because God has got the whole world in his hands. And I say that, like, no matter what, He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Oh my goodness!
I love you guys, man. I'm telling you, God's got this show. God's got you guys' goals and dreams. Everybody, all the viewers watching, remember, He's got you.
That was so beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you.
Amen. And that right there, folks, is how you summarize it. He got the whole world in his hands. And that's, out of this entire show, like I said, because I try to respect the timing of how much our episodes are, I'm going to try to keep it in the same little vein of 45 minutes. But I want y'all to know I have these 2 beautiful women on the show with me. Thea, you are, it's just, there's so many things. I don't know what to say. And I just pray that God continues to grow you, continues to empower you, continues to inspire you. Because as an artist, y'all, and Mona's also an actor, she knows you need to feel that inspiration. And honestly, a lot of people are struggling because we can't do much.
Right.
And so you find a place to dig. But I feel like when you got God, you are made in his image and he created us and he said that. Like, you're made in my image. So that means you got creation inside of you too. So just y'all, dig deep and think about what she just said. Think about what she just said. He got you. So if you pray, come before God, like humble yourselves. This is a way more like serious ending, but I need us to get it together. We cannot be upset. If you dwell on the negative things, you're gonna invite more of that. So let's set our minds on things that are above and not on the earth, y'all. That's it. And get with people like these beautiful women. My boo thing, Mona, my producer of Girl Talk with J. Marie, she is like, and she
thank you.
And I appreciate her so much. She's so talented and beautiful inside and out. She's warm all the time. Both of y'all got consistent spirit.
I can tell.
I'm going to tell you, these are my girls. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so like, can we get a virtual hug? Because if we
Oh
were
my
there,
God. Yes, yes.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it
All love.
in. Mwah!
this when we pop off again in the
Yeah.
studio, we will be back, y'all. Again, I want to thank my co-host. I want to thank my guest musical artist slash everything in the world, Soulfia, for being on. Mona Love, thank you for inviting us into your homes. And girl, I want to say thank you for watching Girl Talk. Hey Marie, hey, okay, I just been coming up with all kinds of endings.
Look,
Super
we're
happy.
gonna go with you.
We popping. We popping. It's gonna happen, y'all. So thank you again for watching, ladies. Please make sure you follow, subscribe, share, comment. We want to know what you thought of today's episode. Make sure you get the music from my sister Soulfia and keep it
Sophia.
here because there's so much more to come. And y'all remember, because you are still alive, because you are still here, you have an opportunity to create your own happy
Yes.
ending. So do it. Do it. Do
Do
it. Do
it. Do
it.
it now. Do
Do
it,
it. Do it.
girl.
Go live life just like you should.
And because it's girl talk, you know a wise man is gonna want to listen. Holla at me later, y'all. Bye, y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bye.
Yeah.